Welcome to Pure Restore. And we're going to be using, I have 4 blankets, but you could use 2 pillows and 2 blankets, or any sort of combination of pillows and blankets should be okay. It'll not only help you feel more restored, literally, but it will allow you to feel more at ease and more grounded and come back to that most essential, fundamental skill that's going to be what allows us to go deeper. And that is this soft welcomeness, this care and this kindness that we can bring to ourselves with whatever we uncover, right? As we're going to build our skills, they're not going to be the skills of like how to do asana. We're going to build the skills of how to be with ourselves moment by moment with whatever our experience is in our body, in our mind, in our emotions. And that takes a foundation. That takes a lot of strength and a lot of bravery and a lot of softness to be able to open to how we feel in the moment, so we can open to what's going on in the moment more fully without reacting from a place of unconscious sort of habitual tension or patterns. The more we're able to be soft and aware of how we feel, the more we're able to be with the present moment conditions with more mindfulness and make more choices in the moment. We have more behavior options, more choices of how we want to meet the moment. That's really deep work. And every week we're going to uncover another layer that expands our capacity to do that work. So we start with this foundation of welcoming, of kindfulness, of warmth, of softness. And this restorative practice will really be there to help us renew and come back over and over again to that essential skill. All right, so I'm going to head to the mat and set up with our props. I have 2 blocks here for later that we may or may not find useful. I believe you will for the last pose. 1 rolled up mat or blanket or pillow that we'll use towards the end, or if you need extra support between your legs when we work on our side body, you can have that. And a folded blanket that we'll use a couple of different ways. So we have there are 3 blankets I have, or it could be pillows, that are sort of a long rectangle style. I have 1 folded in half that we're going to need as extra cushion and support in different ways. So you just want to have that nearby. I'm going to put that off to the side for the moment. Put it on top of my roll for now. Then I have these 2 rectangles stacked. You could have 1 stacked if you wish. You could lay pillows behind you. I'm going to sit down on my blankets with my knees bent. And we'll do a version of constructive rest, which we'll also come back to at the end of our practice. But we'll begin by lying down. My seat is on the blanket. My head is on the blanket, so I'm cushioned from seat to crown equally. If you need, you could put a little pillow underneath your head. My feet are hip distance apart. And for these first couple moments, I'm just going to let my knees rest on each other. Hands on the belly, and we'll take just a minute to allow ourselves to sense the welcoming props and ground and earth under our body. So feel the ground under your feet. And the support, the ground under your seat, welcoming you onto the earth. and under your back. And under your head. Just the way the sand on the beach receives your print, sort of welcomes your print. Imagine the earth welcoming you. Imagine the earth welcoming your weight and allow your weight to be received by the earth. The ground is always welcoming you, loving you with gravity. The ground longs to hold you. Because when you feel held, when you feel the support, when you feel welcomed, you relax more, soften more. You're more at ease when you feel welcomed. And when you're more at ease, that means the breath has an easier time expanding you, enlivening you, filling you with life force, spirit, inspiration, health, vitality. And the freer the breath is in you, the more your nervous system is regulated. So naturally, the more you feel supported by the earth and the freer the breath flows, the more pliable and fluid your nervous system, the more that allows you to lead with mindfulness, kindfulness. So there's this loving family of the earth, the breath, and your nervous system, your body. It's bringing one hand over the belly and one hand over the heart, just feeling the breath, welcoming the breath with your hands. Make a little more room for the breath by stretching the arms overhead, reaching your legs long. Picking your left leg up, crossing it over the right, 10 toes see the sky. So you're flexing your feet, 10 toes see the sky. Hold your left wrist with your right hand and maybe stretch more to the right. So your left leg's on top of your right, the inner edges of your feet press together. Your right hand holds your left wrist, so your whole left side body lengthens and your breath can expand inside the shape of your left side. And come back through center, uncross the legs, lift your right leg, cross it over the left, 10 toes see the sky. Hold your right wrist. Lengthen over to the left side. Let your breath expand the whole right side body. 10 toes see the sky. Press your inner edges of your feet together. Feel the breath fill the right inner body from foot to hand. We'll come back through center. Rebend the knees, bring your hands back by your side, and you're going to slide, you're going to inch way yourself down till your hips meet the ground. And we're going to slowly shift the hips a little more right so we can lay onto the left side. Bringing your right hand down. I'm just going to come up into like a TV watching pose here. So my legs are stacked. I'm up from my hip to my elbow on the blankets. If you want something between your legs, you have the rolled blanket or the folded blanket. You can place it between your legs. And just a couple of breaths, we're opening up this underside body, the left side body. Getting a little stretch in the neck. If you wish, this is totally optional. Maybe you want to hold your right foot and reach your right knee away from your crown. It's almost like a bow pose on your side. Pushing your foot and hand together, getting a little stretch through the right thigh. If you want to come down onto your arm, you're welcome to. Couple breaths. Your front thigh is getting a stretch. You're opening up the front body and your left side body. Take another exaggerated breath here. Maybe release your hand from foot. Maybe you didn't even want to do that. Just perhaps you want to stretch your right leg long, your right arm overhead, hold the wrist. Make everything long. And we're going to press up. So you can put your right hand down in front of your heart and come up halfway onto your forearm. So this is even a bigger stretch for your left side body. We're just opening up sort of the left underbody, the diaphragm into the armpit. You might want to tickle Sunday with my foot. You might want to stretch your leg long. You might want to reach through your arm. Any way that feels good. Maybe you want to press your hand behind your head. Or you can just hang out here and let it cook, which is really nice too. Just pressing into your forearm and let this whole underside body stretch. Soft jaw, soft tongue. I feel this right in my side waist and even in my gut a little bit. And then you'll use your right hand to press all the way up. Come to sit in front of your blankets or on your blankets if you need or if you wish. Soles of the feet together, hands to your shins, just a few movements in this Baddha Konasana cow to rock forward on your pelvis. The heart reaches up. Round. Again, you could be sitting up on your blanket. That might be nicer. Inhale, rock up. Exhale to round. Rock up on your inhale. Exhale to round. One more time. As you inhale, feel the heart lift to meet the breath, the collarbones widen. As you exhale, gather your belly back. And pause in neutral. We'll just do that side lean on the other side. So perhaps you want to slide off your blanket if you're up. We're going to come to the left hip. You'll slide down, take your hand to your head, just a little TV watching pose. I'm going to face you though. So again, just start easy, just getting a little bit of openness in these under ribs, the right ribs, and a little bit of a neck stretch. Creating more space for the breath and sort of massaging the inner organs. Welcome the breath down into the area by the ground. Imagine the breath and earth meeting each other through your underbody, your side body down there. If you wish to get a little bit of a front body stretch, you can hold the left foot behind you. This is optional. reaching from your navel through your left knee. If this throws you off, just skip it. Or you can stretch through the top body if you'd like. Any way that feels good in your joints. When you're ready, you're going to prop up onto your right elbow. You can stack your legs, you can lengthen them. And it's just this much deeper sort of sense of stretch on your right ribs, your right spine, letting the breath ripple through. One more breath here. You can stretch any way you wish, if you'd like. You slowly turn to all fours over your blankets. Just a few rounds of cat-cow here. Hands on either side of your blanket as you inhale, let the heart lift. As you exhale, gather the belly, welcome yourself into your back. Press the ground down. As you inhale, the heart opens forward. As you exhale, gather the belly, press whatever's in the ground down. Make any wiggles, any movements you wish. Do a few more. One more. And slowly sit back on your heels for a moment, just pause. And we will set up for constructive rest. We'll do about, most of our practice will be constructive rest, and then I'll set you up for just a final shavasana that you can stay in as long as you'd like. But this constructive rest practice is a beautiful foundation to allow you to rest more deeply in all restorative poses. You can have the folded blanket for weight on your belly or pelvis, and the rolled blanket if you're going to finish with a final relaxation. You can even set that up so it's ready to go on your blocks at the foot of your mat. And the roll over that. You can finish with a few minutes of final rest that will be there for. Constructive rest is a pose that allows your body to not only be in a really nice relationship with the ground, but to relax specifically the tension in the belly, the pelvis, the psoas muscle. I'm going to have my folded blanket nearby. As I roll down, the weight of the two blankets over your legs. So if you have one blanket, that's okay. You'll place it right over your legs. My feet are hip distance apart. If I lay all the way down and reach my fingertips to my heels, I can just about touch my heels. You can place a neck roll or a head pad underneath your head if you wish. And then my vote is to take the folded blanket for weight over your pelvis and belly. Your knees can rest on each other if you would like. They don't have to. The weight of the blanket on your knees is going to plug your leg bones back into your body and help your feet be more heavy on the ground. I have the extra weight of the blanket on my pelvis. If you prefer that over your whole body for warmth or under your head for cushion, you're welcome to do that. Hands by your side. The blanket over your knees will also allow you to rest your leg muscles so that you don't have to grip your thighs or your seat or your belly to hold your legs together. Sort of the blanket will wrap your legs. Your knees again can rest on each other if you wish. Begin now by sensing the back of your head being received by the warm, soft earth or the beach. Allowing your face to soften, your eyes to soften in the back of your sockets. You can imagine your eyes dropping into the back of your head. Imagine your upper back spreading on the earth. Perhaps you can start to visualize and envision some area, some place that you like lying on your back, or that in your lifetime you've lied down on your back and you felt really at ease or at peace, very welcomed. Maybe it's been in a yoga space, maybe on a yoga retreat somewhere. Maybe it's as a kid lying down in grass, maybe it's at the beach, but maybe it's your bed. Imagine someplace you lie down that you feel really welcomed. Maybe it's because of the space or the place, or maybe it's the people there, or pet, or the temperature. But as we scan our back body, imagine that place, that earth, that ground, the same earth you're on now, welcoming you. Under your seat, your whole pelvis and seat spreading on the welcoming earth. And your feet. The earth is welcoming you with gravity. It's the built-in welcoming committee. Gravity. The invitation to allow your body to rest, to be received by the earth. The earth and the breath long to meet through you. So as your life partner, the earth holds you. You feel supported. It allows you to feel more welcomed and more at ease, which invites some softness and more space for breath. Spirit of breath. The soul of the breath, our life force, that singular energy, universal energy. Welcoming everything it comes into contact with in you. right? So the breath welcomes all the tissue it touches in you. Receiving the tissue and your energy, your thoughts, your emotion, your body, your structure. Just notice how the breath meets you inside, welcoming everything it touches with care, with kindness. No matter what the breath comes into contact with, no matter what flavor, what energy, the breath will gently make contact with whatever you're carrying. You're just practicing allowing your body to meet the breath, to welcome the breath as the breath meets you. Allow your body to meet the welcoming earth. Welcome the earth with your body as the earth welcomes you. Welcome the breath with your body as the breath welcomes you. Soft thighs, effortless belly. No need to grip or work the hands at all. The thumbs are at rest. The jaw is at rest. The eyes are at rest. The jaw is at rest. Your thumbs are at rest. Your belly is at rest. Your thighs are at rest. And as you spend a few more moments here resting on the earth with your breath, can you welcome any sensation you find in your body? Can you welcome yourself just as you are, whatever you find? Maybe you find contradictory emotions or thoughts or sensations that you think should be an either or. Can you practice and A-N-D? Can you practice welcoming things as they are, whether they seem to fit together or not? Can you send a caring gesture to whatever you find? You can stay like this as you wish. If you'd like to take the last few minutes in full rest, you can perhaps take the top blanket off you. Maybe you want it available for your head as a pillow, possibly if it's the right height for you. The blankets that are on your legs, you'll slide them over your pelvis or belly or whole body for warmth when you're ready. You'll slowly, as you become ready, turn to your side with your blankets prepared for your body and head if you wish. And with no rush, if you would like to transition to a few minutes of full rest, you can just stretch yourself on your back as you are. Or for your last few minutes, you can place your legs over the roll. Extending your legs to be supported by your rolled blanket. A little bit of weight over your pelvis with cushion under your head or not. And just take these last few minutes together in just an equalizing full resting pose. If you prefer no props under you, feel free, or if you want to stay in constructive rest, that's good too. You can stay in this final resting pose for as long as you wish. I'm going to take my blanket out from underneath my head because it's too high for me. You don't want to push your neck to flat. So if your support under your head is too high, you can open it up to go lower, or maybe you don't need it at all. Just retune into your breath, maybe exaggerate the next 3 breaths. Little extra length on your inhale and on your out breath. You can imagine the way an elevator would go down a flight. And just take one big exhale. Imagine your whole body going down a flight so you land on the ground floor completely. Your whole body lands on the earth. Imagine how doors open to an elevator. Imagine your whole body opening to your breath equally everywhere. I just offer you this welcoming contemplation from my book, Deep Listening. In whatever way you are showing up here, wherever you may have been, gather your whole self up and let yourself know you're welcome here. Whether you're showing up with expectations or fears, whether you're showing up in joy or in sorrow, take a moment to greet yourself exactly as you are right now. Gather yourself up and welcome all of you, your mind, your body, your breath. For just a moment, welcome yourself along with each breath as it fills you. Welcome your breath into your body. Welcome your mind onto your breath. Welcome your body into the room. The air, your breath is always welcoming you. Meet your body with the breath. Meet your breath with your body. Meet our breath with your body. And take a moment to be with our breath, with our earth, with our breath. Take a moment to be with yourself fully. When we feel welcome, we show up more. So feel your awareness and your body showing up for each other. Dear friends, your awareness and your body. Dear friends, our breath and your heart. Dear friends, the earth and your body, our breath. And feel free to stay here as long as you wish, closing on your own. If you prefer to join me in a closing seat, feel free to slowly find your way there. And pausing for a few moments. Just feel the space around you, take in the space around you, your ears hear sound, your skin feels air, your eyes could be open if you wish, so you could see the welcoming light or quality of space around you. Maybe even welcome the temperature. And just set an intention to stay with yourself. Set an intention to befriend yourself, to stay with yourself as you move from your practice, from this pregame, like this tailgating. The real practice begins when we move from our mat, from our cushion, back out into the presence of our day, of our life, as we move out into the world. May you feel a little more grounded, a little more open, more welcomed. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you for practicing. Thank you for training and welcoming yourself. When you feel more warm and welcome, when you're more kind to yourself, you have so much more resources to bring that mindfulness and care out into your life. And it makes a difference in every contact you have with everybody you come into contact with, not only your family, but everybody you meet, which ups the odds that we are literally creating peace with our presence out in the world, which is medicine for our planet. So thank you for your practice. I'll be on chat for just a couple of moments. Thank you, Deanna. And don't forget, you guys, if you just dropped in, this is the first of our next 9 weeks. We're going layer by layer through my book, Deep Listening. You don't have to follow along, but it would be really interesting to play with these practices together. It might make it just more potent for you, but everything stands by itself and alone. So no need to do anything more than show up here on Zoom or with the recordings, and try them sequentially, but don't feel obligated to. Don't forget, at the end of this month, we have our first community meetup that you are invited to come to. It's free for you who are in the series or membership, and we get a chance to really be together and connect. I'd love to see you and just spend time a little bit more intimately together on these practices. I'm heading over to chat. If you want to drop in, you're welcome to email me or drop a message in a DM. Thank you, Isabel, Joanne. Thank you, Allison. Can't wait for more. Me too. Thank you, Kristen. Renewed and refreshed energy. Thank you for making us feel safe and welcome, showing up for yourself. Yes, I love you, Kristen. Thank you, Lisa. Lovely way to spend your snow day. Sending blessings from my heart to yours. Thank you, Lisa. Irene. Thank you. Oh, so glad you're going to be in restorative teacher training with us. And Kaya is a dear friend and former colleague. Beautiful. And she will be here assisting me and us together. So I'm so glad we can share that together. Thank you, Angela. Powerful practice to start the new year. Yes. Welcome 2022. Welcome. Susan, thank you. And to Deanna as well. Wonderful way to start the new year. Beautiful set of practices. Thank you. I'm looking forward to what's next as well. Thank you, Beatrice. I'm so glad you were here live. Yeah, it was a mini retreat morning, and I'll see you in training as well. Thank you, Nancy. I'm so glad you were here for all 3 sessions. Carolyn, wonderful for your body. Tara, thank you for being here. Gave me goosebumps. I'm so glad you're here. Always a gift to share space with you. Thank you for all your work you do in the world as well. Thank you, Eloise. Good to be home. Thank you, Jennifer. I feel like you've accomplished so much with this practice today. Beautiful. Can't wait to read what you write about it somewhere with your writing. Thank you, Carol. So potent. You were here all morning too. Oh, you did a surfboard at the end. Beautiful. May we all keep surfing the waves. Thank you. Thank you, sister. Thank you, Adrian. Just what you needed. Thank you, Lori. Deep gratitude as always. All right. So you're welcome to reach out if you guys have any questions. If you want, you can still join us at any time. Hop in on the membership, hop in on the series. And thank you, Deanna. Thank you, Sunday. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome. Namaste.